Prepare yourselves, for you are about to be extremely entertained and extremely informed. If you're ready, this journey begins with a story. 3 siblings walk into a fair. Amanda, the oldest, Laura, the youngest, and then there's Jorge, the middle child. They were having a great time, and everything was just hunky-dory. That is, until the karaoke competition. Unlike Laura, Amanda has a beautiful singing voice, so it seemed like a sure thing that Amanda would receive first and that Laura would receive last place, especially seeing that they're the only people who signed up for the thing. So Amanda gets up on stage and does a lovely job. Then she hands the mic over to Laura, who, although sounded awful, was such a ham on stage that she made the entire audience go crazy. They loved it. Laura walked away with the prize, but Amanda, being the competitive one, walked away angry and upset. Things weren't the same between them after that, but luckily Jorge took action by encouraging the sisters to talk things out. So they did, and to this day, the sisters love each other so much that they are willingly roommates at Biola University. Yay! Everything except the last sentence is not based on a true story. So at this point, you may be wondering what the heck my speech is about, and the answer is birth order. And according to Answers.com, birth order is the chronological order of siblings, births, and family. Firstborn children, like Amanda, tend to come in 2 forms. These 2 forms are either compliant nurturers or aggressive leaders. And while they are kind of on 2 ends of the spectrum, they tend to have certain traits in common. They are active, they are logical, determined, inventive, and scholarly. I also have some fantastic facts about firstborns for you guys. And it's that Oprah Winfrey was a firstborn. Over half the presidents were firstborns. Get this, 21 of the first 23 astronauts were firstborns. And as far as marriage compatibility is concerned, if you are a firstborn, do not marry another firstborn. You saw what happened to Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson. As far as twins goes, one of the twins will be like the aggressive, leader firstborn, and also only children tend to be like firstborns. All right, then there's middle children, like Jorge, who tend to also come in 2 forms. They're either shy and uptight, no offense, or outgoing and laid back. But they have traits in common. They are sensitive, defiant, attention-seeking, competitive, and like Jorge, peacemakers. Yes, and you also notice that middle children tend to take traits from the oldest and the youngest children. Fantastic facts about middle children are that Barbara Walters was a middle child. And as far as marriage compatibility is concerned, it's a bad idea to marry another middle child. Don't do it. And if you are a shy and uptight middle child, step 1, admit it. Step 2, don't hook up with firstborn child. But a good idea if you're a middle child is to hook up with a lastborn child. You know what I mean by hook up? We're talking about courtship, Christian. Alright, and the other twins, we have the aggressive leader twin, and the other twin is going to be like the shy middle child. Which brings me to lastborn children. Okay, raise your hand if you are a lastborn child. Hi, I am too, like Laura. You tend to come in only one fantastic form. People, we are risk takers. We are idealistic. We are comedic. We may be a little bit attention seeking, but you know what? We're sensitive, so everyone else be nice to us. Some fantastic facts about lastborn children are that Howard Stern, Jay Leno, Bill Gates, Diana DeVito, and Whoopi Goldberg were all lastborn children. It is a great idea if you're a lastborn child to marry firstborn child. Firstborn children, put your hands up. Hey. A good idea if you're a lastborn child to marry a middle child, but it isn't a bad idea if you're a lastborn child to marry another lastborn child. And you might notice a pattern that you don't marry within your own birth order rank. It's kind of like incest. Well, that pretty much wraps up what I have to say about birth order. But whether you're like Amanda, Jorge, or Laura, I encourage you all to look more into the effects of birth order on personality development. After all, why wouldn't you want to learn about something that, as Samantha Murphy puts it, influenced your personality even before you took your first breath?